Hi y'all, Ames here, Amy. I wanted to come on and talk about something that's very sensitive for me, and that is the twin flame soulmate journey. And what I'm going to discuss with you may shock you, and it might really enlighten you. And so when I say this, I'll pause and stay to the end because I'll give you information on me going live so that you can ask questions and possibly get a free tarot reading. The mainstream definition of twin flame is possibly one of the most misleading terms that I've come across, because that's not what it means. Someone that's supposed to be in your life forever, or someone that you're yearning for or longing for, and that's going to complete you and make you whole. So I'll pause there. I've got my water and I've got my tissues just in case I tear up. We're just friends having a conversation. So I'll let you get your water and your tissue. So if you want to pause and come back, that's cool. But no, really. If I knew this information, I felt like the time that I have spent and the energy that I have expended on searching for a definition of what the twin flame journey is, I could have saved myself suffering. And this is my opinion. This is all in my opinion. Twin flame is a term just like boyfriend is a term, or wife or husband, or brother or sister for that matter. It's how a relationship can be identified. And what makes the suffering happen, or I'll speak in my own words, what made the suffering happen for me is I'm with this person and I feel a strong connection. And I don't know why I feel this strong connection. I do have love for this person. And there's something about this person that's very, very familiar. And so I'm asking myself, what are these feelings? What am I feeling? I've actually never felt like this before. And then when the relationship ended, I was confused. I was distraught. I felt like my whole world was coming to an end. And so I had to ask myself, what is it? So I went on a search, of course, to where? YouTube, to figure out what is this thing. And so I'm searching, and I find twin flame. And I watch video after video after video after video after video, trying to deduce what this is. Tarot reading after tarot reading. Is this me? Am I a twin soul? Am I a twin flame? This has to be. There's too many synchronicities. There's too many boxes that I check off the list on those videos. 7 things that'll tell you who's your twin flame. These signs will tell you that this is your twin flame. And those that, check the boxes. soul recognition, a look in your eye, dreams that don't make sense, and things that the person said that felt like they could finish your sentences, and all of these things that they list. But the reality was, I wasn't being treated the way that someone who loved themselves should be treated, regardless of who this man was to me. And so I did some real soul searching and some real digging, and did come to a conclusion. I did have a soul recognition with this person. I had lifetimes, in fact, 7 or more lifetimes with this person. And so when we came into the same vicinity and I had these overwhelming rush of feelings and didn't know what to do, how to process those feelings, I immediately latched on and clung for dear life. And I accepted things that I should not have accepted as a woman with self-respect. And so I'll say again, twin flame is the same as boyfriend, girlfriend, wife, soulmate, daughter, brother, mother, neighbor. It's a label that mainstream society has pushed literally to make money. And just like Christmas and just like Valentine's and just like all the other things that have labels, we focused on it. And I've seen that YouTube in general is a platform where twin flame has become the norm. And I don't knock YouTube for that at all. And I'm glad I'm here to tell you my experience. In any relationship, twin flame or otherwise, the common thread of the relationship should be love, authenticity, integrity, trust, and respect. So, regardless of who and how you label any person in your life, that is the foundation. Love is an action word. It's the actions you take every single day that says, I am authentic. And because I'm authentic, I have value. And because I have value, I'm going to take care of myself. In addition, I have integrity. And because I have integrity, I not only think about myself, but I think about the well-being of others. And those are the actions that add up to love. So in terms of any label, brother, father, mother, sister, cousin, son, neighbor, twin flame, soulmate, if those ingredients are missing, the relationship will have issues. There's also a deeper meaning when you have that soul recognition with someone, when you have that deep knowing and connection and synchronicities. And that is I've had a past life with this person. In fact, several or many past lives with this person. And so there are energy charged exchanges that have happened between us over and over and over and over again. I'll talk in another video about these energy exchanges and what they mean, and I'll break it down. And so that you can understand why it's so intense, why you feel so drawn to this person, why you feel like this is it. I don't care what happens. I don't care if we argue, if we separate. That's him. That's it. That's end all be all. And I'm going to possibly, and I'll speak for myself, deny the suffering, suffer in silence, and make things work at all costs and halt my life because this person that I have this soul recognition with and deep, deep, deep connection with has come into my life, and I'm done. That's it. Twin flame, done. I went through the steps. I checked all the boxes. Everything's there. And I'll say this. If you're here and you're in what you consider to be a twin flame, twin soul, or soulmate relationship, and you're happy, healthy, blissful, by all means, call it whatever you want to call it. Continue to call it twin flame. Continue to call it soulmate. Continue to call wife, husband. I'm not here to stop you from doing that. I'm just here to bring awareness to what a strong relationship with a person who's in your life, and I say a season, a reason, or that lifetime that you decide that they deserve a lifetime title. And that is decided on how they treat you, the actions and the steps that they take to build a foundation with you, the trust that is built, the mutual respect that is built through action. Words are nice. Money is nice. Stability is nice. All of those things are great. Even cohabitating, co-creating children, all of those things are beautiful. But for me, and I'll say, and for me, I have come to the knowledge of I love myself enough not to subject myself to suffering inside of a relationship, that I get to choose, that I have the power to choose who is going to be in my life for a reason, a season, and a lifetime. And that because we have this soul recognition and this really, really strong chemistry, that's not enough to sustain a lifetime. And so, had I known that you can place a label on anyone for anything, for that matter, but specifically the twin flame, I would have gone straight to, do I love myself? If you love yourself, you know yourself, and you have gratitude in your life and in your heart, everything outside of you is better. It's that saying, it's better to have it than not to have it, right? It's better to love yourself and to make decisions based off of what makes you happy, what makes you full of joy. And then come into contact with someone that loves themselves, that makes themselves happy, that does things that bring them joy. We align and we elevate together. And we actually levitate and lift each other up. So, the number one thing when you're searching about twin flame, the very first question, and this could be very, very difficult. It was difficult for me. There's many days that I cried. Do you love yourself? And I had to ask myself, do I love Amy? Do I take care of Amy like I would my child, my mother, my best friend? And the answer was no. So this is part one. I'm going to go into what it actually means, that energy exchange with the twin flame, in a different video, and also soulmates, what soulmates are, in a different video. But we're going to be going live on YouTube and on TikTok and Instagram at certain points coming up soon. My cousin, who's also a medium, clairvoyant, psychic, oracle, will be joining me. We are collectively the Unicorn Bloodline. And we will take questions for sure on what our experiences have been and what we've discovered, and why the soul recognition is so strong with someone that you could consider a twin flame or a soulmate. So stay tuned. Thank you for letting me share with you this experience. And I'm just grateful for a platform like YouTube to be able to express how I've been able to learn, grow, and create. So thanks again. Thanks for your likes, your shares, your subscribes, and I'll see you soon.